it's automatic. Tell Traffic the hard drive, I'm ever caught in traffic. Let a label milk my name, get my mom the cashes. The new era, same pro, and I want all the stats.
Welcome to another day of One Story. If you don't know who I am, my name is Logan Sneed, and I'm creating the world's first AI goal journal. And in today's video, I want to show you proof of what the purpose is of creating artificial intelligence. Who wants control? Right? Why are they doing it? And how is this potentially controlling you individually as you're watching this video? And I'm going to show you guys here this entire diagram as the video progresses, and you guys are also going to see a day in my life of creating the real AI that is really and truly here to change human beings just like you and save other people's lives. So let's get started. So I talked to ChatGPT. I said, do you know how billionaires make money through AI and what their genuine intentions are? You can't lie about this. You're the #1 non-liar in the world. You've never lied. Tell me the truth. These answers are going to astonish you. If you want to just pause the video and read all these word for word, you can. I'm just going to break these down. And the first one is they monetize attention and behavior at scale. All right, this is AI telling me this. I didn't type this up. This is actual AI. They automate labor to cut costs and scale faster. All right, fewer humans equals fewer salaries. And they're all building systems to make labor optional or secondary. Number 3 is they harvest data and sell it or weaponize it. Okay, like they're literally selling human brains so they can make money and have the control. They create monopolies disguised as open platforms. Okay, again, ChatGPT is saying this. I'm not just making this up. It's saying that it's an open platform when it's really not. And again, right here it says they pretend to democratize AI, which is insane. Example, OpenAI was supposed to be open. Now it's a private company with multi-billion-dollar valuations controlled by elite investors. Number 5, their real intention, consolidate control, not just money. Okay? Bottom line truth, no lies. Billionaires use AI to control attention, automate human work, and harvest behavior and consolidate power, all while telling the public it's for their own good. Okay? Now, we're going to go in more depth here. Who are potential buyers? Government, billionaires, private equity companies, individuals themselves, private behind-the-scene leaders, or all of them? They said all of them. Governments, massive buyers of AI systems. They want AI for surveillance, security, military, population control, predictive policy. China buys AI, U.S. defense contractors, all this stuff, guys. Billionaires, they either build the AI or they buy stakes in the companies early. They want ownership platforms. All right, so private equity firms, huge behind-the-scene players. All right, so these are the behind-the-scene ones that people don't really know about. And then individual small players, and then private behind-the-scene leaders. Very real. Most people have no idea. All right, so again, I'm not saying every single one of these buyers are bad. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that 99% of their intentions is to have the power and have the lead. And the sad part is they don't even truly value themselves, because if you have to have so much power, right, you're basically putting it's like a billionaire in a group of 100 people. That's their identity. If you take away them being a billionaire, they don't feel like they're worth anything. And so that's how money controls them. And now it controls them. It's going to have to control other people. And that's why I'm building One Story.
Yeah.
All right, so workout's done. Lunchtime, we're here at a place never been to, ready to feast it up. All right, so we're here at Dahab Restaurant, and it's post-workout. We got an omelet with some salmon, avocado, salad. Amazing, delicious and healthy. But I want to give you guys a quote. It says, you can have 1,000 problems, but when it's health, it's one problem. We always start, focusing on our little problems and start thinking how terrible our life is. But when shit hits the fan, like it did for me, and my life is on the line, I would do anything to solve that one health problem. And that's exactly what I had to do. And when it happened, everything went away. Every single life problem went away besides that one, because that was the most important thing, because my life was on the line. Right? When people are so focused on money, they don't focus on their health. They care so much about the money, but then when health suddenly is a problem, they'll give up all the billions of dollars they have to simply have better health so they can simply live. So let's enjoy.
Thought she said something to me. We were never friends, told him I am not your buddy. Now they all call, I got some buzz like honey. Then they check the Spotify and they looking at me funny.
So I'm going to show you guys the AI control matrix and how people who are multi-billionaires are literally controlling your mind. You have seen moments when you've opened up your Instagram or your TikTok and you've seen an Instagram reel based on literally what your thoughts were, not what you've even said, not what you've looked up, but what your thoughts were. And this is where it gets really, really scary. This is the media, okay? This is, your Instagram, this is TikTok, this is your news channels. This is exactly where people put their attention. And what happens is that these platforms are understanding where your attention is going. So, as an example, they want to feed you what they know is going to stimulate your brain, what's going to get you to really put your attention to something. And a lot of times it's going to be something that you don't believe in, that you don't actually stand by, because they say that people pay more attention to things that are bad news or things that they don't stand for rather than the things that they do. So that's why people get addicted to politics, as an example. So now that you're into politics, you fall into this pool, right? And this pool is a group of individuals who are basically in a box, and this box is equal a certain amount of money. So as an example, this pool, which is going to be all the people who are addicted to the algorithm of politics, are going to be worth $500,000 or $500 million. Okay, now you have the owner of this box, okay, and the owner is going to be Instagram, it's going to be TikTok, it's going to be those big money people that are on the social media platforms who literally have been able to understand your brain down to the T deeper than you have ever even known ever before. Then the billionaires, okay, the government, the politicians, the hidden elite families, and the private equity firms are going to go to those people and say, hey, how much does it cost to get the box of those people who are heavily addicted to politics? And say, hey, bidding war. What are you willing to put in? 200 million, 500 million, 600 million, $1 billion, $5 billion. Yep, $5 billion winner. You got the box right here of this amount of people who are addicted to these specific topics, and we know their brain down to the T. In this box right here, we know exactly what they buy. We know exactly how they function, what they think, what they do every single day. All right? Now, what happens is you have different little pools, right? You have obviously your government office right here. You've got your private equity firms. You've got your multi-billionaires and your other families, things like that. And they go to different bids, right? So again, they're going to go to different companies. They're going to go to different platforms, different people who own different boxes of people. And again, they're going to be able to know the brain down to the T. So that's why they're basically going to these companies, and they're trying to figure out, okay, what brains, what type of people can we buy, right? And so this is where it just gets very, very scary, because as the days progress, the understanding of this brain right here, which is your brain and which is my brain, it's going to get more and more clear for these multi-billionaires and for these elite of the elite. And again, this is what gets them more addicted to the money, because of how much more control they get as every day goes by. Because again, they don't want you developing your life. They don't want you growing as a human being. They don't want you to contribute to society, because it gets your attention away from what contributes to their society. They want to make the society, right? And so again, what's so sad is that as we have this development happening of all of these brains in this box and all these different types of people, this is again where now they're using brain data to control, using brain data to sell, using brain data to stay elite, and using brain data to never lose. And when people fall into this pool, it sounds sexy to make so much money. Don't get me wrong, I want to make a ton of money. I have made a lot of money, right? I love money, but your brain becomes literally deteriorated by money, and money ends up controlling you, and they don't even know that. So regardless if you are somebody who has control over all of this box of people because of how much their brain has been addicted to something specifically that these billionaires control, regardless if you're the one in that box or the one you own that box, money can control you. So again, it doesn't matter how much money somebody has, because money can still control them. So that's my challenge to you guys, is saying, how could you leave this video taking control of your own life? Is it starting your business? Is it really taking action on standing for what you truly believe in? Is it bettering humanity, right? Do you have something that you can contribute to? Is it cancer? Is it the homeless people? Is it, you know, people who are starving for food? Is it just simply helping a friend? How can you do that, right? Because that really is where life is actually created. And with artificial intelligence growing every single day, you either let it control you or you control it. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for subscribing, because this is a journey that I can't do without you guys in creating the world's first AI gold journal. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one, because you know what they say, it's one story. All right, so bedtime, and we got this yogi tea. If you have not bought this, you have to try this. You're gonna sleep like an absolute angel. I have no discount code. You should buy it. If you're wondering why we're pouring by the TV, the outlets don't work in this place, and this is not a cheap place, and just care about money. Anyways, so I'm gonna have this before bed. Gotta meditate. Gotta keep your mind right. Meditation is probably the #1 thing that's changed my life out of everything that I possibly have been through. It doesn't matter anything I've ever taken, anything I've ever done, any experience I've ever had. Meditation is the #1 thing that has transformed my life in every way possible. So tea time, meditation time, and then bedtime.